what's going on? Welcome back. I've added a new car to my car ownership journey, and hopefully I'm going to get this right. It's the Alfa Romeo Giulietta 2-litre Speciale. It's the JTDM2 engine, and it's the 6-speed twin clutch transmission. So the story behind this car is it's intended for my wife. This wasn't a car I'd always wanted or a car I'd planned to buy or any of that. It was kind of a needs must situation. But with me, any car that I'm going to buy, any car that I'm going to drive is now, I've got to like how it looks aesthetically. It's got to please me as well as the purpose that I want it for. If you've seen my previous videos, you know that my main car is a Mercedes EQC, and my initial thoughts on that car somewhere along the screen will be a pop-up for you to click to be able to see that if you're interested. So the car instantly has a sporty look. You've got the trademark Alfa grille and the aggressive looking lower air intakes with that red stripe around it. The headlights are carbon fiber or carbon fiber look. I'm sure they're not real carbon fiber, and they have Alfa Romeo engraved, etched on it, which is a nice detail. Move around to the side, you've got, I'll probably subtitle what it is. I think they're either 17 or 18 inch alloys with red Brembo brake calipers, and on this example they've aged very well. Can't see any issues there. The rear doors are hidden for that two-door hot hatch vibe. It's got chunky side skirts continuing the sporty theme, and the rear of the car I personally really like. I like this car from all angles, but the rear looks nice and aggressive. The rear diffuser looks as a particularly aggressive sporty look, and then obviously what stands out in that rear diffuser are the twin tailpipes, which, you know, it kind of shows you that this is the sportier version of the car. So the specifications of this car that I'm in is the JTDM 2-litre diesel engine, which is attached to a twin clutch 6-speed automatic gearbox, and this example is also specified with paddle shifters, which I believe is an optional extra. They're not actually great paddle shifters. They're a bit plasticky, flimsy. They're probably the worst paddle shifters in any car that I've ever driven, to be honest, but it's fine. They do the job, no issues there. So this 2-litre diesel engine will produce 175 brake horsepower, accelerate from 0 to 60 in 7.6 seconds, generating 350 newton meters of torque, which isn't bad at all. I mean, this car sits in the £35 tax bracket. So when you think of how frugal and how economical this engine is, those stats aren't bad at all, and that's obviously what attracted me to, one of the reasons that attracted me to it. The car will average 65 miles per gallon, that's a combined figure, and it has a 60-litre fuel tank, which will get you around 858 miles on a full tank. So all those stats I was aware of before buying it. But what surprised me about this car is how the engine sounds. For a 2-litre diesel, it's got quite a nice tone to it. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not, there's better sounding engines out there, but again, I'm going to say for a 2-litre diesel, it's not bad at all. The sound does put a smile on your face, which I'm really surprised. Usually diesel engines for me are a bit, the sound doesn't really do anything for me. Now, my personal opinions of this car is I've not had it long. At the time of this review, I've had it 2 or 3 days. I've driven it about 80-90 miles, and in those 80-90 miles I can definitely say this car puts a smile on my face. The interior, whilst not the most luxurious, is far from basic. The best way I can describe the interior of this car is it's luxury on a budget. It doesn't match up to the Germans, but whilst the Alfa's not at that level, it's got that same feel. And as I said, it's luxury on a budget. You've got a carbon look door cards which extend all the way into the rear. You got the whole carbon look extending all the way across the dash in front of you, all the way over, and it's done nicely. I mean, when you touch it, it's obviously not real carbon, it's some kind of almost vinyl wrap or something like that. But in this car, it's spotless, it's not scratched, it's not damaged, it's not scuffed, excuse me, nothing like that. So you got the carbon fiber, you've got this kind of what's the word, matte aluminium grey that nests in that. You've got your chrome finishes, and then you have a 6.5 inch touchscreen navigation system there. It looks the part. It's just when you look closer, you realize that everything is plastic, apart from the leather wheel and the Alcantara and the gear knob, and there are some leather touches in here, but you realize that 99% of the interior is plastic. But to look at, it looks the part. In terms of visual design, they've done a great job. It's just the material choices, that's where they've decided to cut costs in this car. I don't get in here and feel, it doesn't make me mad, I don't feel upset or annoyed about it. I quite like it in here. In front of you, you've got these deep set Alfa sports dials, which are quite nice. They really do give a sporty look. They're not digital, they are the old school analog, but at night when they are all illuminated, you will almost mistake it for a digital dash. It's a really nice dashboard, and the LCD screen in the middle, although LCD and now outdated, it's surprising the amount of information that is on there. I can't complain for the age of the car, considering it's not a digital dash, it's only an LCD display. Nearly dropped my phone there. I can't complain about how it looks and the information it gives you. And then the other surprising thing is this car is coming up to its, next month will be it'll be 8 years old, so it's coming up to its 8th birthday, and there are no rattles, knocks, bangs, nothing like that. So despite me saying it's luxury on a budget, it's put together well. Nothing's loose, nothing's shaking around, there's no annoying sounds, everything is exactly as it should be, and everything works. So really, I can't complain at all about the interior. Before I end on this here, I want to say I personally always get my car serviced, always. I like to go to the main dealer where I can, but if they give me a price or a quote or give me a reason to think they're taking the, I'll go to an independent, go somewhere else. So I was looking up the reviews for the Alfa Romeo dealers near me and nationwide, and it's not good. So not good at all. Their reputation is awful. The Trustpilot reviews, Google reviews, awful. They charge you £168 to run a diagnostic, and then they will recommend work that doesn't need doing, tell you they've done work when they've not done it. Just the kind of stuff I don't want to be seeing. So I've already decided I'm just going to skip that. I'm not going to bother. I will service the car, I'm not going to bother taking it to a main dealer. Yeah, in terms of reliability, if anything breaks, if anything goes wrong, if I start having issues with the car, I'll probably make another video and update you guys. But yeah guys, that's it. So this is my first Alfa, and overall I'm really impressed, really impressed. It's, so far, fingers crossed, I am really enjoying this car. If anything goes wrong, I'll update you guys. But thanks for watching. Please like, please subscribe. I really hope you enjoyed this, really hope you found it informative. Leave a comment below if there's anything you want to ask, anything you want to say, and until next time guys, take care.